Good afternoon, fellow hard workers. It's just Jeremiah here, headed to work for my certification. Basically, I have to show them that I can handle a table and that I can use their specific procedures and steps. It's going to be really easy though, because where I write my order, I have the 12 steps right there. 12 steps is alcohol. That's actually 7 steps. Sorry. I've never had a huge problem with alcohol since my early 20s. Thank God. Well, my roommates today, we got to sit and talk. My landlord slash roommate, David, he is leaving. He's headed to Portland. He's leaving in 2 days. So, basically, I get the apartment without someone sleeping in the living room, which will be nice. I'm gonna run real quick, and also Carl, he is moving to Belgium to get married to his girlfriend who lives in China. So he's leaving June 1st. So as of June 1st, I will be living in my own 2-bedroom apartment in Honolulu with a beautiful view. And yeah, going from like some really nice Canadian Buddhist guy, but some guy in the living room, to having my own guest bedroom. Yeah, it's gonna be time to start having some guests over. There's people who I know and love from around the world that I've met over my past 10 years of travels. And yes, I've been traveling not quite as minimalistically as those 2 years, but been traveling really light with less than a carload full of stuff for over 10 years now. Less is more. And yeah, I met some amazing, beautiful people from all over the world, and I stay in touch with them. And honestly, out of all the places I've been, I've had the most people interested in coming to visit in Hawaii. So I'm going to set my second room up as a guest bedroom slash YouTube and art studio. I'm going to get my green screen for whenever I start the podcasts. I'm going to get a nice microphone, also for the podcasts. I'm going to get all the right art supplies, which my landlord had taken from me, my ex-landlord. And yeah, I'm gonna, hopefully I think I get to keep all the furniture in the house, which is nice, because I basically get a fully furnished house. So yeah, between my 2 new jobs, I start DK Steakhouse this week. I just got the onboarding process done online, and today's my last day of training at Macaroni. I will now start making cash every night, and then training at DK, and then again cash every night between both jobs. Finally I'll be able to like really start saving, and yeah, I feel super blessed because I held off getting the GoPro, mostly because I felt weird jumping on that before I really start chipping away at my debt towards my buddy Dan. So I'm going to buy him a Swatch or something that he wants me to get. I have no clue. I'm sure it means a smartwatch. Dan's always been a techie. He's been ahead of the times, aren't you, Dan? So I have to make sure to make time to do that. I've been bummed. I've been depressed. I'm in a funk. I could put a good show on it, but to be honest, I mean, I've had all these opportunities in the mornings to do stuff, and I've just been laying in bed. But it becomes a feedback loop. It becomes a self-perpetuating cycle where the more you lay in bed, the more you want to lay in bed, and you lay in bed because you feel in a funk, and it puts you in a funk. So I hate to say it, but once I get this money flowing, you know, without jobs where it's like, oh, well, how come I work so much that I didn't make the money? Whatever happened there. Not saying they stole from me, but whatever happened there, who knows? I mean, I am kind of curious about, never mind. So, yeah, finally I have these jobs. Again, a 10-table section with a 22-seat bar. That's nothing to complain about, especially with a $38 per person average. You know, if you just had the bar set, that's $1,600. Or 20 times 4, that's $800 in sales. You know, servers have done up to $3,000 in sales alone, so that means they walked with like over $600 bartending. This is the money I want to make. This is the money I deserve to make. I've made this type of money plenty of times in my past. Now I just want to make it consistently. And then I can ease back a little bit on the scheduling. and put a strong focus on exploring, checking out the lava fields on the Big Island, bringing a drone and scoping out the lava, freediving and with whales and orcas and whatever before the whales leave, you know. I'm not gonna freedive with whales, but dolphins, spinner dolphins for sure, spinner. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So much is coming my way. And I just wanna make sure that I'm putting money towards paying off that debt to my friend before I diving straight in. So I want this income to flow a little better. And yeah, I'll start picking up shifts on my own at the Macaroni Grill shortly. And then I'll be able to make my money at DK as well. And I'll have my own apartment to myself. I'll have some guests over. It'll be a little bit easier to entertain potential for a female friend now that I don't have to be like, hey, I'm gonna cook dinner in the kitchen. Let's go sit in my room in the bed right next to on the couch right next to my bed. I'd rather have like a living room and a kitchen and not have them feel like I'm just trying to get them into my bedroom. Yeah, but I get all the furniture, everything. I'm stoked, you know, between the jobs, finishing up the court date coming up, having the apartment to myself, getting my freediving gear, having the DSLR camera sent if my buddy's still willing to lend it to me, buying a drone, being able to afford some royalties for some good music for my YouTube, starting a podcast, getting back to painting, maybe even picking up the ukulele so I can make my own music for my channel. I mean, how cool would that be? I was in orchestra for 8 years. I played the stand-up string bass for 6 and the violin for 2. I could still read music and pretty decent at tuning an instrument by ear. So yeah, the ukulele would be pretty sweet. Big plans. Once I get all those things rolling, I'm not gonna have time to like sit and play on my phone. I'll probably cut out the walking to work content like this and just keep it brief. So that way I can curate the content better and have a little more focus on quality over quantity. But that's what's going on in my life. I'm gonna go grab up my Beaky. I got a Beaky subscription, and the first one, it's basically a bike that you rent, that you pay $15 for the month. You can do unlimited 30-minute rides. Well, yeah, I did the one, and the machine was slow, it didn't work. I went to the next one, and the screen was broken. I went to the next one, it didn't accept my card. So what did I pay $50 for a month for? Gosh, that stuff pissed me off. So I gotta find a close one and see if it works. Otherwise, I gotta call customer support and talk to someone who really struggles at English and get them to understand that I just paid my money for nothing. Loving you, bye. All right, I was doing it wrong. This totally is a game changer. $15 for a month to ride around on a bicycle. I'm in. Heck yeah, dude. $30 gets you 300 minutes, not 300 hours. So that's like 5 hours. That's like 10 trips. It's like 5 trips to work. Nah, this is much better. There's one that gives you an hour for $25 a month. That might be better, but for now, I can just ride my bike from one Beaky to another for 30 minutes. As long as it's under 30 minutes, I'm good, and then I can go to another one as well. This is sweet. Now I can cut off my time to work. There's none up the hill because they know no one would bring them back up to the top. But yeah, I am feeling this. I swear that guy just pulled out in front of me on purpose. People. So yeah, game changer. Yeah, this is great. All right, I'm in. I'm gonna ride my bike all the time. I'm sorry, not my bike. I'm gonna ride the Beaky bike. I think it's like bike and Waikiki. I'm not sure. Oh, this is great. All right, loving you. See ya. All right, so I'm a half an hour early. The Beaky saved me a lot of time, and it even gave me time to stop and talk to one of the Misfortunates, who I've developed a small friendship with. You know, some people want to stop and talk, and you know, and they talk a lot. They don't have people that are going to listen. So I love being able to step in and yeah, said this guy Steve-O, he tore his arm in an injury. He's being open about his addiction and being, you know, subject to the disease of, yeah, chemical addiction. And, you know, he just wanted someone to talk to. He didn't want money, he didn't want anything. And so I gave him what time I could. Now I'm off to work. Does it make me a saint? No. Does it make me a human being connecting to another when I was in a rush? Yeah. It felt good. And I let him know that I'd stay and talk longer, but I gotta put a focus on me. You know, if you only focus on others, you run out of energy from which to, to share. Maybe sounds backwards to most people, but a lot of times those are the people who aren't really putting in energy towards others. They're just complaining about other people for not. There's gonna be all sorts of groups. As your influence grows in life, you're gonna find more and more people that don't vibe with the way you live. That's fine, because they only have to be them. I'm gonna go eat some good food now and prepare for my 20-minute certification. I'm stoked. Loving you. And I passed. And I got to eat a buffalo mac and cheese and saying lots of ands. And the chicken scallopini is so good. Pan-seared chicken breast, served over capellini with capers, mushrooms, artichoke hearts, roasted tomatoes, and it's topped with a light lemon butter sauce. It's fire. Ooh, I'm so full. Now I'm gonna ride my bike downtown, grab up to Waikiki, grab up my paychecks, maybe even grab my paycheck at Sky, which has been a while coming, but grab my paycheck at Sky, grab my paycheck at Ilipino, grab my tips from Ilipino, and yeah, who knows, maybe go home, maybe go and explore, maybe go ride around on the bicycle, having a good meal in my stomach, supportive teammates at my job, all the things, feeling blessed. So yeah, gonna enjoy my day now. See ya.